We're moving on.
No one can fire me.
Game length
Investors
for.
can, I guess.
Damn it. For this topic, we like to dig deep sometimes on the many social media sites where business owners and enthusiasts gather to talk about things that they love and they hate about the industry, as well as looking for advice. One Reddit user, one bright-eyed and bushy-tailed Reddit user and business owner is looking to get into the escape room industry and ask the question, how long does an escape room have to stay alive for before switching themes? A conversation that we've actually been having the past couple of weeks or so.
Mike, you gotta stop moving your chair. You're killing everyone online.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stay very still. I'm gonna stay very still for the audience. I make these sacrifices for you guys. Anyway,
It's the rollers. It's rolling all over the floor.
I have a good chair in the back. I have a chair that works just fine in the back, and I insist on sitting on this one because it has the big cushy
He
back.
says that. Meanwhile, last week he knocked into the speakers and the headsets, and a couple weeks ago at the Game Master station, he knocked into the DVRs. Mike is literally incapable of staying still.
I am not a clever man. But
It's not cleverness. It's you just can't stay still.
I really can't. It's the anxiety. It swells up, and I need to just release.
Oh, shut up. Moving on.
It's the swelling of the anxiety.
Adam
Anyway, so
said he's seen games last as long as 4 years.
you know what? Our average Adam has actually been roughly 2 years or so. We'll keep a game alive, and then we'll start cycling it out.
For us, yeah.
For us, yeah. But something that we've noticed recently, which is interesting, is that our game Witch Hunt can't be killed. Witch Hunt can't stop. When no matter what we do, we haven't done anything to like purposefully kill it, but it stays high up in sales. It's probably one of the most popular games we've had open. And Tone, how long have we had that game open for?
Witch Hunt opened in 2017.
So it is.
So it's heading into its third year now.
Heading into its third year, and it's still making those same sales, right?
Witch Hunt was right through the holiday season a sold out powerhouse. It's and everyone who comes out of that game still thinks that like it's got amazing crazy technology and the set design is amazing, and like everybody gets so swept into the theming. And it was one of those scenarios where we did so much homework before opening that game that we knew kind of going in, we're going to literally recreate a home from the 1600s. We're going to find a template. We're going to, redraft the blueprints, and we're going to, find a bunch of reference photos, and we recreated a home from the 1600s. But so much care went into the design of that game. And it was smaller. So smaller by our standard. It's still like 1,000 square foot game. But, for so many people that go to play it, they're used to, the 1 to 2 room, 1 hour games. Mm-hmm. And that's still 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's about 4 or 5 rooms.
It's about 5 rooms plus hallway.
Okay.
And, it's just, it's bigger than they expect. It's incredibly atmospheric. And there's little things that we did in that game. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but for anyone who knows, like, the crying scenario and stuff like that in the game, that just resonate. It's like we go through so much effort to scare people intentionally in Boogeyman.
Yeah. And
with Witch Hunt, it's like one audio effect, and people are peeing their pants.
Quite literally.
So it's just, and everything in that game perfectly fits the story. For years, it was one of the market standouts of New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah. It just left the list, actually, like a month or two ago.
That's insane. I mean, probably because now it's heading into its 3-year mark, but still, like, with the sales that game has. Which, it blows my mind because even,
It outsells our new games.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Our biggest attractions, Freak Show and Cure Z,
Yep.
It absolutely blows them out of the water. There's not even a comparison that we can make. Cure Z and Freak Show, sure, they definitely sell and they definitely make money, but 3 years of Witch Hunt. So, to answer the question of the Redditor,
well, I think the better way to put it is Witch Hunt makes the same amount of money as Freak Show and Cure Z on a quarter of the budget.
That's true. And, like, not half, but way less of a ticket price as well. Or at least it did at one point before
Yeah,
they
you know,
dropped prices.
it's you know, you can't count holiday sales.
No, definitely not.
But for the entire year, you know, you got to factor in when you've spent over 200,000 on Freak Show, and you spent 30 on Witch Hunt, and Witch Hunt makes the same amount of money at the end of the year.
That's true, and it's absolutely insane that it still keeps doing that, though.
So, yes, 2017 holiday season, it was a total powerhouse. 2018 holiday season, it was sold out nonstop. 2019 holiday season, it was sold out nonstop.
Yeah, you're right though. I was looking at the booking for that the other day. It's been crazy.
Holiday seasons that game has run for now. 3 years of Witch Hunt over the holidays, and literally, it's unstoppable still.
Massive shout out to the workers down at Motown, the game masters at Motown, for having the energy to keep that game alive through this crazy holiday season.
It's also the easiest game to maintain and reset.
That's true, because it doesn't have a whole lot of like the
whole game has 2 magnet wires.
That's true. There's like no automation in that game at all. It's just all right, close the door.
You know, because in the 1600s you wouldn't have, you know, anything sophisticated technology wise. So all the tech really goes into like the magic, but most of that stuff is plug and play. And it was built at a time when we didn't have the automation ability we do now.
That's true. This is before we hired on like our engineers and our
yeah, it was
some
a
of our
totally
set
different
designers.
ballpark. We did that on you know, the equivalent of a shoestring compared to now. And yeah, Witch Hunt's just unstoppable. So game length, it always just comes down to popularity. You know, you got to figure also though, what's your market? Are you in a major city? Are you in a small town destination? It's always going to depend on that stuff too.
So to answer your question, Redditor,
And
throw
we
something
hope
at
you'll
the
join
wall
us
and if it
next
sticks,
time,
it
1
sticks.
p.m. Eastern
And with that,
Standard
we're gonna
Time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't below. Like, comment, subscribe.